Oh, well, how do you?
There you have it. Christmas is in full swing. I finished the last of my Christmas shopping, so that's good. So I won't have to step near a shopping mall for quite some time. So I'm gonna head home and get something to eat. So just got this from Warner Music Canada. I think I know what it is. Pretty excited. We will unbox this to show you. We'll be in an unboxing video probably before this even aired, but pretty excited about this either way. All right, let's just pop that open, and there it is. Master Puppets box set. Pretty excited about this. That's pretty nice. Nice little foam inserts there. Done a good job of protecting this guy. So, like I said, you can probably check out the unboxing video already if I haven't released it, but excited to get this bad boy open. So I'm heading down to the Marquee tonight. I am going down to watch The Path Less Traveled take in their set. They're opening up for Seaway and Silverstein. It should be a good show. Marquee's a good venue. It's a great venue for these guys. I've seen them there before. I've photographed them, but tonight I'm not photographing. Tonight I'm going to take videos, so I'm going to grab some cameras, go down. It's going to be interesting. I am a one-man crew, which is completely insane. I know the lead singer and the guys from the band really, really well. I've just suggested that I try something different for a change, so I'm not photographing them. It's going to be one of those things. It's either going to turn out really, really well, or it's going to be a complete and utter disaster. Typically, when you shoot something like that, I mean, it's a live music venue. You're not going to necessarily have the mounts you need. You can't necessarily throw things on tripods. It's going to be difficult. We've got to run basically sound from the board, all sorts of stuff, and there is a plethora, and I mean a plethora of things that can go wrong, especially when you're running things by yourself. I mean, when you don't have a camera operator for every camera, you can't see if you need to make adjustments for light and all that kind of stuff. You just kind of set it and forget it. This is not very conducive for a concert thing, but we're going to see if we can get it out. We can see if we can get a live performance that's decent to share for socials. That'll be the other part of it. The plan here for me is to essentially get them the editing and the video as fast as I can. Normally photographs, I have them done the night of. I'd like to say I would have that for video, but you know, it's a pretty tall order. So we'll see what can happen. So we're going to head there now. So these are some of my old cameras, but we're going to grab, obviously, these GoPros. We're going to utilize those tonight. Some of these other ones you might be interested in. So it's an Olympus pen. It's a Micro Four Thirds. It's an old point and shoot that I had. This is one of the video cameras. Has a Leica lens, Panasonic, that I used for filming a lot back in the day. It's a DV tape. And this guy here is the original Canon Digital Rebel. So this was the first digital Rebel that ever came out. You can see it's been well used and abused by the Ring and all that kind of stuff. Still works, still functions, still takes decent photographs. I actually used this to get a lot of photographs published in the day. It was really kind of different. It was my first step into digital photography from film. Worked out really, really well. But, like I said, we're going to take these GoPros, we're going to load up and get on our way. that's it for me. Shot the video, all that kind of stuff. Always kind of weird when you're doing live things like that. There was some technical difficulties with the GoPro. As soon as they started the set, it flipped over. Hopefully I will be able to flip that back and it was at least semi-straight. So we'll see how that turns out in post. But Path Less Traveled, always a good show. Great group of guys. You should definitely check them out. They're well worth the while. And we'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Okay, so we got back to the office. Path Less Traveled had done their set. We took all the stuff, we took all the footage, and we've come back. I don't know how well this is gonna turn out because essentially during the set, as I mentioned before, the camera flipped over. Looking at it, it kind of turned a bit, so it might be manageable. It's not completely lost. Initially I was going to do a montage. The other problem is we weren't able to plug into the soundboard, so I have to go off the audio that I have there. And the problem is that I had one handheld camera and then I had a couple GoPros, and that was kind of it. That's all I had room to kind of set up. I would have liked to have set up another camera, but that wasn't going to happen. So it's late. I'm going to try now and get this done, and let's just hope that we can pull this off. They're not expecting it tonight, but like I said, that's my goal. I want to get this tonight, and I believe in pushing yourself to get these things done. This is probably the stupidest deadline I've ever put on myself, but you know, it's what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I think that's a saying somewhere. We're gonna try to get this done. Alright, it'd probably be easier to capture my screen top, but essentially we've got it all set up. It's done, it's edited, we're gonna get this out tonight. They're probably not even done the show yet, so this is gonna be a huge win in that department. The video, it's all right. It's again, you know, some of the problems that I came across essentially is there's nothing you can do about it. Like I said, the camera flipped. There's, you know, it's beyond your control. You just got to do the best with what you have. But we'll take this footage here. I think this is it here. There we go. And you can see right off the hop. So I'm just going to play a couple seconds of this so you can see sort of what happens. You can see that it just starts turning. This is the raw footage. It's going, and then it just goes. And then it starts turning the other way. So, not ideal because this is the main cam, but we'll do all right in the end. All right, so it's all edited. We've got it submitted. I've messaged Scott, sent him a text. They're happy. He's surprised at the speed that it got done, which is great. It's a big win for them because in concerts, when you get stuff out the next day or that night, it's fresh in people's minds. You know, once 2 or 3 days pass, a week pass, you know, people have already kind of forgotten about it. They're not really looking for it, so it doesn't get the impact. So it's a big thing with socials when it comes to photography and concert photography and videos and things like this. It has a bigger impact if you can get it when your fans are there. It's fresh in their minds. You just did a stop in their city, and it goes way, way better. So they've got the video. It's out tomorrow. It's on my other YouTube channel. It'll be released there, so go check it out. The Path Less Traveled, great bunch of guys. I'm super tired. I'm gonna head to bed. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff, and we will catch up with you guys later. See ya.